I grab the Korean chicken burger and also the Leon baked fries and this Coke Zero. What's up everybody and welcome back to another video. We're doing another mukbang because you like the last one. This one might not go down so as well because I'm not in the vest. I think a lot of people are just like, you look massive bro. Yeah, well, steroids. So we're going to go talk about a few questions I put up on my Instagram that you guys love to jump on. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I get hundreds of questions, so we're going to pick the best ones, the juiciest ones. We'll go from there. So first up, and probably most importantly, the meal. We're at Leon. This is the first thing I've eaten today. Today I did a DEXA scan. You guys would have seen that in the last video. So this is breakfast. Baked. I call them hashtag fries. They look a bit hashtaggy. It's supposed to be healthier. We've got a Korean burger as well. Burger theme for the mukbang. But we'll do a first question. So the first question I got here is, if 1MR, which is my business, my company, got as big as GYMSHARK or ALPHALETE, would I stop competing? Now for me, I've always said that competing comes first, and that goes above, and no offense to anyone listening to this, it goes above clients, it goes above 1MR, it goes above Instagram posts. If I've got an Instagram post or a gym session to make, I'm going to go what is going to facilitate me getting that pro card or getting to Olympia. So competing, always. What is your most stubborn muscle group to bring up? For me personally, the hardest thing for me to grow, if I'm brutally honest, nothing. I grow very, very evenly, and actually we have the results from the DEXA scan to say that actually my muscle is very, very even, upwards and downwards and left and right. So I actually just grow pretty well everywhere, and where I seem to direct more volume, it grows pretty well. So I'm very, very lucky in the fact that I probably don't have stubborn areas. I have areas that need work, I have areas that I need to grow, but I can just push more volume there and they should grow. So, nowhere. It's about 25% of how good it looks on that thing out there. That is breakfast. It's alright. There's no crisp on the chicken. It's all a bit mashed into one.
A bit soggy.
It's a bit soggy. That's the word I was looking for. But we move. So I get asked this question quite a lot. What is your current split? What is your off-season split? I'm going to do the very, very similar split as to prep, because for me my focus is my upper body, so I can reduce my leg days to once a week. So I have a push in arms, a pull without any biceps, rest, push with triceps, legs, pull with biceps. So arms get hit twice, push gets hit twice, upper body gets hit 2-3 times a week, and then lower body doesn't. I don't like to ask specific. I don't like to answer specific questions on anabolic steroids and things that are illegal. But does CLENBUTEROL allow you to be in a greater deficit while maintaining muscle mass? So CLEN is a thermogenic in the way that it's going to bring your heart rate up. It's going to make you burn more calories. It's also a beta adrenergic receptor blocker, so it's going to go in, block those. You're going to free up more norepinephrine, more adrenal hormones. That's going to basically facilitate more fat loss. But actually in long-term studies in CLENBUTEROL, it seems that it is mildly anabolic over the long period of time. So in answer to your question, yeah, CLEN will make you or help you maintain your muscle mass while also creating a deficit. Another question here is very specific to my situation, having an umbilical hernia and having to go through surgery in 2 days' time. What are the things that I'm going to do? What are the things that I'm going to take in order to enhance my recovery time? So I'm actually going to use some peptides. I'm going to use both TB500 and BP157. I'm also going to introduce growth hormone back into play. And I'm also going to up my anti-inflammatories, but not like ibuprofen, obviously. Things like curcumin, things like the turmeric-based curcumin, and things that we know can cause anti-inflammatory properties, but with natural-ish substance. And I will document the whole thing. I can talk about the peptides to a certain extent in doses because they're not fully illegal. The growth hormone I'll talk about in another one, maybe in my podcast. But I will document this whole series, this whole recovery, this rebuild. I'll show you the pictures before, after 2 weeks, and we'll make sure that we give the ins and the outs of how I'm going to improve my recovery for this hernia. This is a great question. And for those people who don't get the reference, I'm sorry. How many 99s have you achieved during my RUNESCAPE career? It's a big question. I've got 99 mage, 99 range, 99 fletching, 97 HP hit points. I also had Hunter 99, so 4 99s. Real OGs know how hard that is. So this is a great question, and I'm going to pose this question to you guys as well. So comment down below your answer. If your income dramatically rises, what's the first part of your life that you look to improve? The guy says here, is it growth hormone, is it food quality? So for me, the first things that I'm going to look at improving are the things that are going to improve the quality of my life. And so for that, it's going to be things like maybe the car, maybe the house that you live in, maybe the bed you sleep in. That's probably a really good one. Spend more money on your bed than you can even believe you're spending on your bed, and trust me, it's going to be worth it, because you spend 8 to 10, hopefully, you spend 6 to 10 hours in your bed a day. It's worth the investment. Things that are going to make your life more convenient is going to be meal prep. You know, okay, yeah, we can talk about quality of drugs, quality of food. Are these things going to add the quality of your life? Those are going to be the first things that I buy, rather than justifying buying a PS5 to play Spider-Man, which I'm trying not to do in my head. Quality of life first. So the next question is, what is the favourite steroid you've ever used? You love it, don't you? You bloody love it, you lot. My favourite, the thing that I like to use the most, is Primobolan. The thing that I've noticed the most and been like, oh my fucking god, is Winstrong. Because it's very strong, but it's also very, very toxic. And I only ever use it for about 2 weeks at a time. So favourite, Primobolan, because it goes over everything, it works really well, it's a very well-rounded drug. And the one I felt the most, Winstrong, baby. Alright, so we'll do a couple quick fire ones to round off the video here. We've been talking for a while in public and people are giving us funny looks. Current off-season macros, 300 protein, 600 carb, and 60 fat on my training days, 300 protein, 450 carb, and 90 fat on my non-training days. When do you pull CLEN leading up to the show? I don't pull anything. I don't pull up testosterone, I don't change esters, I don't pull anything. If the look is good, you don't need to change it. How did I first start investing? I just had money that I knew that to be smart I needed to put places. I didn't want to put it into the conventional places of a pension. All you accountants out there, all you financial advisors watching are now screaming at me, but I just in my head I'm like, I want to be a bit more risky on my money. So I started putting 100 quid into stocks and shares and learning about flipping it, day trading, and basically just building that pot up. Nothing special, and always trade and invest with what you don't mind losing. Is it possible to become pro when you're vegetarian? Absolutely. I don't think there's any issues with becoming pro when you're vegetarian. It may be a little bit harder, to get those protein sources, but if you're going to be using steroids anyway, I assume that it's probably not going to be that difficult. I don't know any vegetarians, I've never taken any vegetarians to pro, but I do not doubt that it is possible. Final question, guys. Is going to be, how do you logbook? Now for me, I logbook everything on an app called Rep Count. I'm always on my phone, I'm quick on my phone, I don't want to write it down. People like the old school, that's fine. For me, I like to just write it down. I put in the machine name, I put in the amount of weight that I do, and I just make sure that is going up over time. So that's it for today's video, guys. A Q&A, a bit of food, some questions, quick fire. If you guys want to hear more questions, more answers, Instagram, Josh Bridgman. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. See you soon.